Want to get into nursing school, but you have a criminal record?
I'm in nursing school. Well, then if you would have complied, you wouldn't be in this position. Are you her supervisor? I'm in nursing school. I have 4 months left.
This is an example of a nursing student that just got arrested. And in today's video, I'm going to break it down to you as far as what you can do to still apply to nursing school if that's your dream, even if you have a criminal record, so that you can become a licensed nurse. Hi, my name is Nurse Choma, and today I'm going to be talking with you about applying to nursing school with a criminal record. So, do you dream of one day being able to help others, especially maybe in the hospital setting, while still making the income that you deserve? Well, I'm going to break down to you what are the 3 steps to officially becoming a licensed nurse despite having a critical record. You've made some choices in the past that doesn't reflect who you are today, and you still want to become a nurse. That's totally understandable. Now, one thing I will say though, if you obviously did more extreme, egregious crimes, then this is not going to apply for you. But if this is something where maybe a misdemeanor, a traffic ticket, things like that, petty theft, things like that, then I'm talking to you. All right. So let's get right into it. So what's the first thing that you can do? Well, the number one thing is you want to apply to accredited nursing programs that have more lenient admission criteria. All right. So what do I mean by this? So first and foremost, like I said, it should be accredited. And you want to look for those nursing programs, see if you can do a little bit of research of programs that is more lenient when it comes to admitting people to their program. Now, what I will be honest with you though, is that typically these programs are going to be more expensive, right? So for example, a program that costs $100,000 is, not going to have as much hindrance of people getting in, because a lot of people don't want to pay that much to get into nursing school, as opposed to a program that only costs $5,000, and that's like a community college. And that's really hard to get into, right? So you may have to pay the cost of paying a lot more to get into your program in order to become a nurse because you have a record. But just do that research, okay? Number 2, the second thing you want to do is to be transparent from the beginning, all right? Now, unless that record was expunged, meaning that so that way it can never be found, but unless it was expunged, you want to be transparent from the beginning. So in your personal statement, or even if they tell you don't need to write one, still write one. Write a personal statement which pretty much introduces why you want to become a nurse, and mention in your personal statement about your criminal record. Mention that in there, because the reality is that they will find it. And it will look like you're trying to hide something. And the thing about being nurse is that nursing is associated with being a noble and good character type of role. And so if you're not honest from the beginning, you're less likely to get admitted to the program. All right. So far, there's the first 2 things we talked about. Number 1, you want to apply to a program that has more lenient admission criteria. Number 2, you want to be transparent from the beginning. And then number 3, you want to obtain as much as good proof of character. All right. So what do I mean by this? So this is going to look like getting as many letter recommendations as possible. So 3, ideally at minimum, that will validate and show that you are somebody of good character. Right? So get those letter recommendations that you can. Obviously, that it's not going to work with your parents or family members or friends, but anybody that's in an authoritative position, leadership position, that can write you that letter recommendation, go ahead and get those. References, very important. Another thing too that would really help is for you to volunteer at a hospital, right? So if you can volunteer at a hospital, that would make a huge difference. Now, my nursing program made it a requirement where we had to do that. Some nursing programs may not make that a requirement, but do it anyways. All right, do it anyways. And what that will do now, not only were you able to volunteer and show that you are safe to be around patients despite your past, you can also now get letter recommendations from the manager or for any whoever it was that approved for you to be a volunteer at the hospital. That's really going to make a huge difference, right? So like I said, the three things you're going to do is, number one, apply to nursing schools that have more of a lenient admission record. Number two, you want to make sure that you're transparent from the beginning. And then number three, you want to also as well make sure that you show as much proof of character. All right. Now, let's say you do all of these things, you do everything, right, and you still don't get accepted, right? Or you don't want to even take the chance, right? Then there may be a little bit more that is going to play a role. Like, for example, of course, having good grades, right? Having high TEAS exam scores, right? These are other elements that's going to come into place. And so this is why I created a free training to show you exactly what you need to do, so that way you can still be able to become a RN and be able to make the salary as well as the impact that you desire. So in my free training, literally, I'm going to show you what is the real secret to passing any and all nursing exams, how to master the art of nursing to become a proficient, confident, and high-paying nurse in as little as 12 weeks. And I'm going to show you my step-by-step framework in how to become a six-figure RN without losing time or money, right? Now, you want to hurry though, because this is a free, limited time, exclusive training that I made for you guys. So click simply below this video in the description section, go ahead and click that link that talks about the free training and register for my free training right